Our next step is to start thinking about how this animal is built from a drawing perspective. We're not going to actually be building animals out of, skin and bones and muscle, but we're going to be drawing, kind of keeping that stuff in mind. So the first thing I'm going to draw is kind of the drawing version of a skeleton. I'm going to find first its head. Where is the skull, right? Where is the head of the animal? I'm just going to put a circle there, kind of where I think maybe its brain is or something. Right there, a nice little circle. It doesn't fill the whole head, just using circles. Now, attached to every mammal from the head is the spine, and that's how we kind of twist, we turn, and on a horse or a wolf or whatever, the animals that we have selected, elephant, it's going to go down its back. So I'm going to draw the spine. And if you want, you can continue down into whatever tail it has. If it has a tail, If you're drawing a person, same thing. We still have a spine, we still have a skull. So now I could draw this anywhere, and I could start building an animal from this design right here. The next thing I'm going to try and find are all the bendy parts, all the joints. And we're going to put a circle on all of those spots. So I know that it bends at the knees. I know that it's got a big hip up here, and it's got another shoulder up here. And then I'm going to connect, and it's got feet. I'm going to give it circles for feet. And then I'm going to connect those. You can just draw a line from one to the next. So it's going to start looking kind of like a stick figure, but it's actually like the skeleton of movement there. And that's pretty good. If you want to draw your circle to connect it up to the shoulder there, you can. If you want to make this so it connects to the backbone there. And that's about it. It's got the tail line, it's got the backbone line, it's got the skull, it's got all the joints, and it's got legs. Now the next step, once we've found them all on the animal, is to use this space down below and try and copy it, because I want to see it down below also. By the way, we are all using orange, hopefully. I forgot to say that at the beginning, but we're all using the same color here. So take your orange and just try to copy what we just did in the blank space. Start with a skull, and if it looks weird, because we're doing this in marker, if you mess up, just draw it again. We can't erase, we got to move forward. I'm going to draw my spine. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get it as close as possible. Look carefully. I had my big shoulder, I kind of expanded it so it touched my spine here. And I have the big hip in the back. And then this leg comes down to another joint. This leg comes down, there's the knee. This line right here goes down. There's the foot. This line goes down, and there's the other foot. And this is how basically your paper should look at the end of the next step. Once you're done with that, then get out a blank paper and see how you can use these shapes. Think about your animal, but now it's just a stick figure animal with circle joints and lines, and try to draw it. You can use marker or you can use pencil, whatever you like. Try to draw it in different poses. How would this animal be sitting if it was sitting, or laying down, or jumping, or running? So let's see, I'm going to draw my skull head, and the spine is going to be how you decide that. Maybe I'm going to make him sitting down. What would he look like sitting down? Maybe it's like that. And then the hip is going to be resting on the ground. And the shoulder is going to be up here. Do they bend their legs back like this? I don't know. But I can draw it that way and we can see how it looks. So they're sitting. Sure. Maybe running. Maybe it's running fast. And the tail is flying behind it. There's the hip. There's the shoulder. All lined up, and then it's got its legs coming out here, and it's running fast. Maybe I can put the ground so I can show that it's jumping off the ground here, sitting on the ground. And what else do zebras or horses do? They maybe standing up. What would that look like? You got a head. Maybe I'll turn it facing the other direction so it's coming this way. There's a little tail. I can get kind of creative because it's a drawing, right? You can play around with it. There's really no wrong answer here. As long as you're showing head, spine, shoulder, hips, legs. There's really no wrong way to do this. And it's going to look silly. It's going to look like a weird stick figure. And that is okay. And once you do that, don't forget to put your name on things. Turn it in, and you're done.